and SavageOrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, we know you have a very close relationship with the Lakeland staff. Just how proud are you of that group and the success that they're having this season?
Oh, it's great. It's fun to watch. You know, they've done a great job. I mean, and they made a bunch. They've made shots here, but the thing that they've done well in the bubbles has been their defense, and that's why they've played well consistently. They're balanced, and they've played really well at both ends of the floor. So we'll have our fingers crossed for tomorrow, but they've Stan's done a great job, and those guys have played well.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, how I know the All-Star break is you got some rest, but how productive was it for you and your staff to brainstorm new ideas, etc.?
I think good. We'll see. I mean, the one thing it's a little bit difficult is this one practice and play thing is, this isn't, we've never done this before. No, usually the first night is you come in and do what we did tonight. We just kind of scrimmage and let them get up and down the floor. So these first couple of games are going to be, I think, a little bit of a crapshoot. But we also have a stretch after these three where we have 3 days off, and 2 of those will be practice days. So hopefully it'll give us a good chance to make some progress then.
Paul Casanova, EDF Sports.
Yeah, hi, Coach. Can you give us any update on Cole Anthony?
Well, he's still not close to being back on the court to do anything, not even light shooting or anything like that. So he's a ways away.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, in that regard, how's the rest of the group doing? I know Evan, had the groin thing that he missed the final game. How's he coming along?
He and James are still both. James wasn't able to do anything at all today, and Evan could only do the non-contact thing. So I don't see either of them being available for the weekend.
Rob Parks, 48minutes.com.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? I know you guys got Miami tonight. Jimmy Butler's been on the road lately, getting triple doubles and almost triple doubles. What do you guys look to do to stop him and key in on him to stop their flow? Yeah,
he's hard because he scores in so many different ways. But I think that it's the same thing as it's his shot making, his ISO game, mismatched post ups. And just he's such a good player because he just scores so much within the flow of offense. So, he has a pick and roll game and all that, but he's a cutter. He's a slasher. He knows how to play without the ball. He's just a really intelligent offensive and defensive player. So it's difficult to really scheme and take him away.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, I think the one injured person who we forgot to ask you about was Aaron Gordon. How is he faring?
He did more in practice today than he's been able to do. So, obviously practice ended. I came right out here. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to ask him how he felt. He looked good. It'll really be dependent on, how he feels now. And then I'll talk to Lindsay tomorrow.
Dan Savage.
Cliff, did you get a chance to watch Vooch in either the skills challenge or all-star game? And just, how proud are you of the way that he represents the organization on that stage?
Oh man, yeah, no, I did see it. I mean, I thought it was great. He could have won the skills challenge, obviously, put himself in position there, which would have been terrific. And the game to me is the game. I think like everybody else, the biggest thing about the game is nobody got hurt. So, look, he's put himself in a totally different conversation now. He being an all-star period is a big deal. Being a multi-time all-star puts you in a different category, and he's very deserving of all of that.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Steve, I'm sure you had some time to look ahead to the games that you have coming up. What do you see from San Antonio, that concerns you, especially going over there on the second night of a back-to-back?
Well, one is, again, so much of this league is it's scheduling when you're playing people and like that. That's going to be one of those, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning deals. Our game in Miami starts at 8. We get an hour, but I mean, that's a difficult back to back against a team that's playing like they always do, really intelligent, unselfish offense, and they're top 10 in defense. So you have to play well in all aspects of the game.
Roy, did you have a follow-up? Okay. Josh Cohen, OrlandoMagic.com.
Hey, Coach. Just talk about how, not just for your team, but for all teams, the challenge with the schedule ahead, so many games in a short period of time.
I mean, it's one of the things that, when we met as a staff is, we're trying to figure out, and we're just going to have to do it as we go. It's almost more like like a lockout year, except you're doing it for 72 games, and it'll be, I think, starting today's Wednesday, it's basically like 9.5 weeks, 36 games. It's a lot of basketball with a ton of travel and just not much time off between games. So I almost think you just got to do it like the smartest thing to do in this league is always just do it day by day, try to get the feel for what's the best thing to do for your team. I think there'll be very, very limited practice time. I talked to a number of coaches over the break, and they all said the same thing is, by the end of the first half here, nobody was really practicing much. And it's just the way we're going to have to do it. It's a much, much different year, a much different experience than anything I've ever been through.
Pat Welter, Spectrum Sports.
Steve, I apologize if this was asked before. I hopped on a little bit late here, but I'm just wondering, as you go into the second half here, how do you balance, the inevitable trade rumors that are going to come up, and then talk and focus about, the draft, and maybe some people talking about desire of being in the lottery when in your hands, you're trying to make the playoffs and you're trying to win?
Yeah, I mean, I do, what I was told a long time ago, and it's what I do, is I just worry about coaching the team. If I notice that guys, which happens, that guys are not themselves or out of sorts, you try to get to that and talk to them individually. In terms of talking in front of the group, I really don't do that much. It's a difficult part of the NBA, where, look, guys get traded, coaches get fired, teams, have to make decisions, and it's like any other profession. There's things you love about it and things that you don't like. And that's one of the tougher challenges of our league.
Cody Taylor, The Rookie Wire, USA Today.
Hey, Coach. I also apologize if this was already asked, but how's Cole doing, and is there an update on his progress from his injury?
Yeah, he's still a ways away. He's not able to do anything on the floor yet, and it's a type of injury where they have to be careful. So he goes next Tuesday to get another MRI again or X-ray. We'll know more, I think, after that.